Hi, it's Rick with Telephone Warehouse, and I am going to demonstrate and show you how to use the MOBEX feature of your Samsung OfficeServ 7000 system. I have here a typical Samsung digital telephone. Doesn't matter whether the phone I'm using is digital or voice over IP or which style of phone. This feature works on all the phones. And I also have a very generic cell phone here. Nothing fancy here either. This feature works with any cell phone, really any phone number. It doesn't even have to be a cell phone, but really kind of designed for cell phones. My Samsung phone here has a MOBEX button configured on it, and right now that MOBEX feature is active. The light is lit. When the MOBEX feature is active, what that means is anyone who calls my office line, whether it's on my direct dial number or a call that's transferred to my phone, it's going to ring both my office phone and my cell phone at the same time. So let's demonstrate that. So I placed a call to my office number from another phone. It's ringing my office phone, and after a short delay, my cell phone starts to ring as well. And I can answer the call from either phone, either the office phone or the cell phone. I'll go ahead and answer from the cell phone. So now I've answered this call. It stops ringing on my office phone, and I've got this call on my cell phone. Okay? So that is the standard MOBEX feature. There is also what's called the MOBEX executive feature, and if I am a MOBEX executive user, I can take this call that I've answered on my cell phone, and I can still transfer it to other extensions in the office. Once again, envision that I am outside the office. I've answered this call on my cell phone, even though it was a call to my office phone, and I now need to transfer this call to one of my associates back at the office. To do that, I tell the person to hold on for a moment. I dial *7, and the caller is put on hold, and then I dial another extension at the office. I'll dial Greg Allborn here. And I can either wait for Greg to answer and tell him about the call, or I can just hang up as a blind transfer. And that call was actually transferred to Greg Allborn's extension. You notice that his phone is ringing right here. He's not in right now. But that call would go to Greg, and I've then transferred that call from my cell phone. So the MOBEX executive feature allows me to transfer calls that I've answered on my cell phone back to the system. It also allows me to use other system features, but we'll talk about that in just a moment. To turn the MOBEX feature on and off, like I said, I've got a MOBEX button programmed right here. I can just push that button and turn the feature off. Now with the feature off, calls to my office phone will not ring my cell phone. If I don't have a MOBEX button, I can also dial the MOBEX access code from my phone. So if I had a smaller phone that didn't have a MOBEX button configured on it, I can just dial the MOBEX code. That code is *7. Yours may be different, but in most cases it's *7. Dial *7, you'll notice here I have an on or off, so I can turn that feature on. Now my MOBEX is on. Or I can do *7, and I can also press 1 for on or 0 for off. I'm going to press 0 for off, and I've turned the MOBEX feature off. So you can control the MOBEX feature on and off from your phone. Back to the MOBEX executive feature, another capability that I have is I can dial a pre-programmed phone number at my office that's for all MOBEX users. It's called the MOBEX access number, that allows me to access the phone system as an extension and use phone system features. So I've assigned a MOBEX access number here. I'm going to call from my phone, and when the system answers, it looks at my caller ID and it sees that I'm a valid MOBEX user, and it gives me dial tone. Once I have this dial tone, I can do whatever I want. I can dial an extension. I just dialed my office phone. Now my office phone is ringing. Okay. Or I could also use features. So if I call that MOBEX access number again, wait for that dial tone, I could dial the access code to turn Do Not Disturb on my phone. That access code is 401. And now you notice that my office phone, the Do Not Disturb, turned on. I can also even control the MOBEX feature itself. So right now you'll notice my MOBEX is off. If I dial the MOBEX access number, wait for the dial tone, and then dial the MOBEX code, remember it was *7 and then 1 to turn it on. When I get my dial tone, speakerphone, *7 1 to turn my MOBEX on. You'll notice on my office phone now, my MOBEX is on. I turned it on from my cell phone. So you can actually turn the MOBEX feature on and off from your mobile extension. And of course, and I guess this is the most obvious, I can dial the MOBEX access number, get answered by the dial tone, and then I can make a call out. Okay? Local, long distance, whatever the case may be. And that call is going out on the company lines, and if it's a long distance call, it's going out on the company's long distance plan. So you can also use the MOBEX feature to just make calls out on the company lines. So that's basically the MOBEX feature in a nutshell. Pretty simple. And if you have any questions, please give us a call at Telephone Warehouse. Thank you all and have a great day.